Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a relatively quick, hopefully, review of a game called Medieval Dynasty. Now, Medieval Dynasty, well, first off, the game costs $35 or 30 euros, depending on where you are. It costs a little bit less in other regions, but we will get to that. And the game, like I say, is a survival game. It's a building survival game. Almost like Valheim or anything like that, even though this game is older than Valheim. But yeah, it's an open world farming. You can do farming, you can do building, obviously harvesting, stuff like that. You can marry in the game, you can do hunting, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So the game is a open world survival crafting game. There's hunger, thirst, temperature, so you have to watch your temperature. So it's really a very, I would almost say, punishing survival game. You know, like many survival games don't necessarily have heat, temperature, like you lose health if you don't have enough food or water, you know, stuff like that. You can lose health if you're too hot or too cold. You can get poisoned, you get diseases, you know, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So the game is rather punishing in that aspect. But yeah, the game is pretty. It's a pretty game. So it's not like Valheim, which is a little bit not so good looking. You know, this game is quite good looking. But yeah, otherwise that's pretty much it. You know, it's an open world survival game where you have crafting and all of that kind of stuff, almost like Minecraft. I mean, you can kind of compare the game to Minecraft, even though obviously the game is vastly different to Minecraft with regards to the actual buildings that you can build. You can actually build buildings, where in Minecraft obviously you can't build buildings. And then the game obviously looks quite a lot better. And then there's also like skill trees and stuff like that. I can show you over here. So there's you get skills, you get experience when doing certain skills. So if you hunt, then you get hunting experience, and then when you have gotten enough hunting experience, you then gain skill points. Those yellow things over there are skill points, and then you can invest them onto the hunting skill tree. It's literally a skill tree in every sense of the word. So you can get like more experience from hunting activities, steadier aim with ranged weapons, 25% less noise when sneaking, you know, that kind of stuff, hunting related stuff. Then there's also extraction skill tree, farming skill tree, diplomacy skill tree, survival skill tree, and production skill tree. So there's also a technology thing where you basically have to buy new technologies, and you also get these points when doing that specific action. So if you do a lot of production by like making stuff like this, you make wooden bowls, you make buckets, you make wooden spoons, you make vials, plates, you make soups, cheese, porridge, stew, you make copper axes, cudgels, stone sickles, anything like that, any production related stuff that you do in the game. you gain experience, and there are various different levels. On each level you can unlock new schematics, and the same with farming. The more farming you do, the more stuff you're going to be able to unlock. Flour, a hen house, a pigsty, a goose house, bigger storage, bigger barn, a stable for your animals, a cow shed, an apiary, you know, windmill, all of that kind of stuff. So you just unlock more and more and more stuff. So it's not like Minecraft, where you can basically craft anything right from the beginning as long as you have the resources. In this game you actually have to unlock the crafting recipes before you can actually do that kind of stuff. So there's that, you unlock different recipes, and then you also have the different skills over here, which you also get, like you get extraction experience from extracting stuff from the ground, like mining, cutting down trees, and digging, you know. So it's quite a RPG focused game as well, you know. There's quite a lot of RPG mechanics in the game as well. I just want to see here, I'm not sure, bag of fertilizer. Okay, so I need to get fertilizer in order to get my field going over here. I'm not even sure if I can create fertilizer yet, to be completely honest with you, but for now I just want to really focus on getting water. I need more water, and I need more food because I'm a little bit low on water and food right now. So yeah, the game is a little bit of a schlep where you have to constantly watch your food, constantly watch your water. Without it you die. There's also sleeping, stuff like that. So the game is rather heavy on the survival mechanics, but otherwise than that it is pretty much your standard survival game. I've so far built a couple of buildings over here. There is the village. There are various villages throughout the game, and there are villagers inside those villages, and you can get quests from them. So you can also get quests. You can sell stuff to the villagers, or buy stuff from the villagers also. So if you really want to, you can like go to the village, sell a bunch of stone or sell a bunch of sticks, anything like that you want. And obviously later in the game you can get better stuff, like you get fish and stuff like that. I don't have a fishing rod yet. I don't believe I have it unlocked. It will be around here somewhere, like if you have a look over here. I'm not too sure where to unlock. It's probably over here. So bird trap, bow and arrow, stone spear, all of that kind of stuff. Hunting lodge, herbalist lodge, fishing hut over here. So this is probably where I need to get to in order to unlock the fishing net. I don't see a fishing rod. Perhaps the game doesn't have a fishing rod. Perhaps it's literally just the fishing net. Because I've so far concentrated quite a lot on... I have 2 levels in here already in extraction. I have 3 levels in this, which is surviving and gathering. So I really haven't focused so much on fishing yet. You can see here I have 90 points, 6 points, 180 points in building, and 20 points in here. So I really need to focus a little bit more on here. But yeah, the game is very open-ended. You basically spawn with nothing, no wood or stone or nothing like that, and you just have to start harvesting sticks in order to make tools, and then you can chop down trees, and then you can harvest or you can mine. You know, it's really your standard survival crafting game. But the game is very in depth, you know. Like I say, there's big RPG system where you constantly get rewarded for whatever you are doing in the game. It's almost like New World, you know, the MMORPG New World, where you get rewarded when doing stuff, you know. So if you're mining, you gain mine experience, even though World of Warcraft is exactly the same, and World of Warcraft is way older than New World, but I just use New World as an recent example. But in World of Warcraft also you gain experience when doing many things like herbalism, mining, that kind of stuff, you know, crafting, all of that kind of stuff also gives you experience. So in order to gain more points in here, hunting animals, fishing, setting traps. So hunting animals, I need to hunt animals. I have hunted a couple of animals, but not many, to be honest. I actually put up some traps over there, I remember. So I actually need to go check my traps as well sometime. Okay, that one is 20 damage, this one is 15 damage. Wooden spear. Okay, so 5. Okay. So, one thing that I wanted to definitely talk about with regards to the price. It's something that really I am not a fan of. I said this in my Tiny Tina's Wonderland review and in my Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin review as well. And that is the fact that many companies, and unfortunately the companies who create those two games, which are Gearbox Publishing and 2K and Square Enix, and this game's developer as well. I'm not sure what this game's developer is. Oh, my dog is barking. She's actually sleeping, which is weird, so she's probably dreaming or something like that. So my apologies if you hear my dog barking. She's literally sleeping on my bed. But this game's developer, I can't remember the developer's name, but this game's developer, unfortunately, as well, has very bad regional pricing for the game. So regional pricing is literally for this game 30 euros or $35. So that already there shows you that the game has regional pricing, but the game also has regional pricing in other regions. It's obviously not just dollars and euros. It also has regional pricing in, for instance, South Africa, the place that my Steam store is set at. The game is quite expensive in my Steam store. It costs 400 Rand, which is the currency of South Africa. And I have to tell you, 400 Rand is quite a lot of money. For the average South African, that is about 10% of their monthly income. So literally, this game costs about 10% of the average South African's income, which is quite a lot. I think you would agree. And unfortunately, in the other regions like Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, Vietnam, India, a lot of other third world countries, this game is also quite expensive. Now, it's not as bad as Tiny Tina's Wonderland or Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise, because in those two games, the game costs a stupid amount of money in those third world countries. This developer didn't go so far as to make the regional pricing for the game so ridiculous, but still, it is quite expensive game. Quite prohibitively expensive in some of those countries, to be honest. Like I say, in South Africa, the game costs 400 Rand, which is literally 10% of the monthly income of the average South African. So that's very expensive. And the game is also very expensive in Argentina and Brazil and many other countries as well. So that's one thing that definitely will get my disapproval on this game. The game is very expensive in third world countries, so that's one thing that I don't like. I mean, it's fine that the game costs $30 euros or $35. I would say that, to be honest, I've played a lot of the game already. I'm more than happy to already give you my opinion on the game. My opinion on the game is good. I think it is a good survival crafting game. But like, the game is worth $35. I would say it is worth $35, especially if you do like these types of games. If you are someone who really like survival crafting games, then I would definitely say this game is worth $35. But then the question comes in, is the game worth 400 Rand, or is the game worth whatever price they are asking in Argentina or Brazil or any of those countries? Because the game is more expensive in those countries, relatively speaking. Obviously, the game, like 400 Rand, if you were to convert the game's price from South Africa's money to euro, then 400 Rand is around, I would say, 27 euros, something like that. So the game is only slightly less money if you were to convert it. But like I said, 400 Rand for the average South African is way more than 30 euro is for the average European. So the game is worth, I would say, $35, but it's not worth 400 Rand for the average South African, or for many of the other countries in the third world, you know. So I just wanted to make that one point clear. It's the same criticism that I had of Square Enix's latest game and Gearbox's latest game, and that is the fact that the games really are getting outlandish with the pricing in these third world regions, you know. And that should be mentioned, because when considering to support a developer with your money, I always think, does this developer deserve the money? You know, should I pirate the game just to show the middle finger to this developer, or should I buy the game and support the developer? Is it a worthwhile cause? Like, basically, are these developers dig holes, or are they not dig holes? And I have to say, unfortunately, this developer of this game are a little bit of dig holes, because like I say, they are pretty much screwing over many people in these third world countries like South Africa, Argentina, Brazil, Vietnam, Pakistan, Mexico, places like that, where the game is simply like really expensive for those peoples in those countries. So yeah, I do think that the game is worth $35 or 30 euros, but you really then have to consider, do you want to give your money to a developer who is being a dickhole or not? You know, because I really strongly believe in the practice of voting with your money. You should always vote with your money. You should always give your money to a developer who deserves having your money. You know, will your money serve the developer in creating good games and doing good things with your money, or will they simply take your money and screw over more people in the future by making prohibitively expensive games in the future? You know, that's really one thing that I strongly believe in. I strongly believe in voting with your money and being conscientious of the past practices that the developer has done. You know, is the developer a moral developer or an immoral developer? So yeah, unfortunately, in my opinion, this developer is a little bit of an immoral developer, not as immoral as Gearbox or 2K or Square Enix, but still, I just wanted to mention it to you guys that I am not happy with the practices of this developer, to be honest. So yeah, guys, to be honest, like I said, I do recommend the game. I've played, I think according to Steam, 90 hours of this game. This is a new map that I started over, but I do have other maps. The game does have multiplayer, even though you have to join another person's game. Like, it's not just open multiplayer. Like right now, I am the only person on this map. Literally, this is my map, this is my world, there's no one else on this map. But you can invite people and other people can join you if you give them permission to do so. So the game is multiplayer. So if you're looking for a multiplayer game like Valheim or something like that, then this game does have multiplayer and stuff like that, you know. But like I said, the game is actually pretty good with regards to the RPG system. You constantly gain experience when doing stuff like harvesting stuff, when you do basically anything in the game: crafting, building, hunting, harvesting, talking, anything like that. You get a little bit of experience, and you also get experience in years so that you can unlock new schematics and stuff like that. You can see I had, I think, 20 points when I started the video, and now I have 74 points. So already I can start unlocking these different traps, these different schematics if I want. I just need more coins. I only have 10 coins right now, and if I want to, for instance, unlock the wooden campfire, I need 30 coins. So I will have to go to town and go sell some stuff. I usually go to town and I sell a bunch of sticks, since sticks are really easy to get. And you just go and sell a bunch of sticks, and then that's really easy money to get. You know, it's a real easy way to get money. Before I end the video, let me go show you how the town actually looks. And like I said, the game is open world. Like right from the beginning, you can go where you want. You know, you can settle your town, your buildings where you want. I mean, even now I can run to another place and start over there if I really want to, you know. So the game is really open world right from the beginning, basically like Valheim is as well, Minecraft obviously as well. You can basically go where you want right from the beginning, which is obviously really nice in an open world game like this. You know, you don't like being how can I say, pigeonholed into a certain area. In this game you can go where you want. You can search for the perfect place to settle down and all of that. So there are NPCs in the game. Some of them sell stuff, some of them have quests for you. So you can see here on my map, there's, okay, this guy has a quest for me. You can see he has a exclamation mark on him, and there's no voice syncing in the game, like their lips don't move or anything like that, but you can talk to them, and then he says, could you bring me an axe? I won't forget to reward it. So you say, I can do that, and then you talk to him again. Let's see. Blah blah blah. So must I equip the axe first or what? Because I do have an axe over here, which is 2. So let's talk to him. How do I actually complete the quest? I have the axe for you. What axe do you want? Let's first have a look. Journal, new axe. Stone axe. Oh, okay. So he wants a stone axe. I can't create stone axes yet, I don't think. You press Q, and then over here you can craft with it whatever you want. So stone axe, stone. Okay, well, I can actually create a stone axe. I have the ability. I just need stones, so I will need to pick up a couple of stones in order to do that. Let's actually do that quickly, just so that I can show you guys how the questing system in the game actually works, because I've already shown you enough of the gathering and all of that kind of stuff. I haven't shown you building yet, but building is like a really simple. You take out your hammer, you press right click, you go into building, and then nothing happens. Building. Why can't I build? How do I build again? Okay, yeah, building. So then you can say, for instance, houses, and you can say simple house or whatever, even though I don't have enough logs right now. I don't think I will be able to build anything because I don't have logs right now. But you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can build. Goose house, fold, cowshed, stable, apiary, smithy, sewing hut, workshop, kitchen, tavern. You can really build a lot of stuff. Hunting lodge, fishing hut, barn, windmill, field, orchard, simple house, small simple house, whole bunch of stuff like that. So you can really build a lot of stuff. You can even build the roads and stuff like that by having your hammer out, your building hammer. So yeah, like that's the building, and this is the harvesting, and then the questing is really simple. You just talk to the guy. Was it this guy? No, it wasn't this guy. Where's the other guy? This guy over here. Here's your axe. Thank you. And then you get some dynasty reputation. And I think I got something else. I'm not too sure what I got. Let's have a look here. Does it tell me? Completed quests. New axe. Yeah, so you get production technology and dynasty reputation. So I got some production over here, production technology, and then also dynasty reputation. Dynasty reputation basically is the way that you move forward in the meta game. Like the meta game, there's a reputation for the overall map, and you can see it there at the top right. I'm neutral right now, so that is like the meta progression. Instead of just progressing with this town, the dynasty reputation allows you to progress with all towns on the map basically. And you can see the map is pretty damn big. Like really, the map, like on my previous map I spent about 75 hours on that single map, and I didn't even explore the entire map and do everything that I could do. So the map is really big. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you can do in the game. You can do quests for the villagers, or you can just ignore the village completely. You can just build your town up and move through all of the technology stuff, unlocking all of the technology stuff, unlocking all of the skills. There's a lot of skills that you can unlock. It takes quite a long time to unlock. I mean, now I've been playing for a while, and during this video I haven't even gained a single skill point yet, not a single skill point yet from doing all of the stuff that I've been doing so far. And I've been harvesting for quite a long time in this video already, you know, so yeah, it takes quite a long time to actually get stuff done and to level up and all of that stuff. So there's a lot of time that you're going to have to invest in the game. You know, it's not going to be just a quick 20, 30, 40 hours to unlock everything. It will take hundreds of hours to unlock everything in the game. So you need to be aware of that. You know, it's not going to just be a quick wham bam thank you ma'am game. It's a long game, and it's a little bit of a time vampire. You know, you're going to be putting a lot of time into the game, but that's really the point of a game like this. You know, you spend a lot of time harvesting, building up slowly, progressing. I mean, if you've played Minecraft or anything like that, then you will already know how the game is. You know, in Minecraft, there's some maps on Minecraft where I have thousands of hours on a single map, you know, just constantly building up, progressing, collecting stuff, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, let me show you how you can actually, okay, that's a log, that's already a log. So I need to chop it a little bit. Okay, let's chop down a tree. So you chop the tree. Obviously, you started with a wooden axe, then you get a stone axe, and you can get further down later on. So the tree will fall. You need to look out because the tree can actually fall on top of you and hurt you. So you obviously don't want that to happen. And there we go. I now have 3 logs, and the logs you obviously use to actually build the different buildings and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Before I end the game, I just want to remind you guys that it would be really appreciated if you guys could head over to nexus.gg/LFP gaming. This game, Medieval Dynasty, is available on the Nexus store. So if you guys could, or if you guys are interested in the game, if you guys could buy the game through my nexus.gg/LFP gaming Nexus store link, then that would be really appreciated. The game still costs the same on the store as it would on Steam, so it costs $35 or 30 euros, whatever your original equivalent is, but you give 30% more of the of your money to the developer, so the developer gets 30% more of your money, which is obviously good. If you want to support the developer even more, then that is obviously a good route to go, because normally Valve on Steam takes 30% of any of the sales of any of the games on their storefront. So that's a little bit egregious in my opinion. 30% simply for developers to have their games on your storefront. That's a little bit egregious in my opinion, but if you really want to support the developer, then you can know that when you buy a game on nexus.gg/LFP gaming, 30% more of your money is going to the developer. So for instance, with this game, if you buy it for 30 euros, then normally about 10 euros of your money would be going to Valve. But if you buy it on nexus.gg/LFP gaming, then 10 more euros, more or less, is going to the developer. 0 euros go to Steam, to Valve, but you still get your Steam key. So the developer still issues you with a Steam key. So you still get a Steam game, and I get like 2 or 3 euros, something like that. Like really the biggest reason to use nexus.gg/LFP gaming is to support the developer, and I get like 3 or 4 or 5%, something like that, but the developer gets 30% more of your money, which is obviously fantastic when you really want to support a developer. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I do recommend the game. Like I said, unfortunately, the game is very expensive in third world countries like mine, like South Africa, where it is quite a lot more expensive, but it's really up to you if you want to support the developer or not. Apart from that, the game is fun, and in my opinion, the game is worth 30 euros or $35. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.